welcome everybody to another special episode of the Gridiron Mo Super Bowl Trivia Show, brought to you by, of course, Gridiron Mo, an interactive football app where you get to call what the offense or defense will do during a live NFL game and see what all other fans have called. So check out Gridiron Mo at www.gridironmo.com, or you can find the link on thegruelingtruth.net. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. Right now I want to introduce the founder of Gridiron Mo, Aris Persidis.
Hey, Coach Mike, always fun to be on the show. Looking forward to it.
Hey, and after a year and a half, I still screw your last name up.
No, you don't. Eventually, you're getting it right. Yeah, you're
okay.
Nice.
Another year and a half, and we'll have this down.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we're going to go ahead, and we're going to introduce our two contestants. We've got John Akemon from Louisville, Kentucky. How you doing, John?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right. And, of course, we have a man that scored perfect on the Gridiron Mo Super Bowl Trivia Show about a year ago in the first round, and then scored perfect in the championship round, too, which meant that he lost because he didn't answer anything correctly. Scott Wilson.
Hello, Mr. Mike. How are you? Good to be back.
It's always good to have your junior high knowledge here. Aris, before we get into the game, you want to tell everybody about the Gridiron Mo superstitions?
Oh, absolutely. So what we're doing is we're finding all the funny things that fans of the game do on game day to help their team win. So whether you're wearing that special sock or cursing the BGs out of somebody or not letting somebody watch the game with you or only tilting the TV in a certain angle, whatever it is you do, we'd love to hear from you. And the links to that are on thegruelingtruth.net. Tap the button there, and you will upload the form to put your superstition in, or at www.gridironmo.com. It's all there, and we're already collecting some hamdingers, and it will be fun when we have all of them together and we put them out there for the community to see. It will be a ton of fun. So don't hesitate.
I expect to see Scott's on there because Scott I'm friends with on Facebook, and I can tell you what he does for every Bengals game. That is, anytime something goes wrong, he immediately Facebook messages about it and complains about the coaching.
That's about 80% of my Facebook posts.
I know, 80% that and 20% Donald Trump.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so guys, Aris, you want to go ahead and explain the rules of the game and how we're going to play it?
The rules are very, very simple. So on the Gridiron Mo app, there is the 2-minute drill for those socially awkward moments when we don't know what to do with ourselves. And the 2-minute drill is how many questions can you answer correctly or not for every Super Bowl from the first one to the last one. And you get points for every correct one, and you don't get any points for every one you don't get right. So for the show, what we do is the contestants go through each 2-minute drill, and whoever emerges victorious will get the $25 Amazon gift card. I think that's a pretty fair deal, right?
Yeah.
And then what happens if we have ties? Then it gets complicated. We make the rules up whenever there's a tie.
Yeah, last week we went to like quadruple overtime.
Oh, yeah. We make it up as we go along, which keeps it all nice and fresh. I like that.
Yeah, plus that way we can get to control who wins. I'm kidding.
Nice.
That's just a joke. We're not the NFL, and we're not officials. All right, guys. Who wants to call the coin toss, Scott or John?
John can. He's
all right, Scott, call it in the air. Heads or tails?
Heads.
It's tails. John, it's up to you. You want to go first or not?
I'll let Scott go first.
All right, Scott Wilson. Right. I know Scott's nickname is the Hammer. Do you have one of those big wood paddles with the holes and stuff in it to scare the kids, or is that not politically correct anymore?
That would get me fired. We don't have those anymore.
Yeah. It's called the Hammer of Thor, right?
Yeah.
All right. Aris, you ready to give Scott some questions?
Sounds good. All right, Scott, you ready?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Super Bowl IX, 1975. Who did the halftime show? Mercer Ellington, the Grambling University, or Mardi Gras Chorus?
Grambling University.
Grambling University? No, it was Mercer Ellington. All right. Super Bowl 29, 1995. What was the San Diego Chargers' yards gained rushing? 103, 67, or 108?
103.
103. It was 67. Super Bowl 42, 2008. What was the Patriots' yards gained rushing? 147, 45, or 33?
147.
It was 45.
Oh.
Super Bowl 48, 2014. What was the Broncos' share per player? 34,500, 44,000, or 69,000?
69,000.
69. No, actually, it was 44.
I am not doing well right now.
You got a perfect score going, Scott.
Yeah. What the hell kind of questions are these? Jesus. Keep going.
Super Bowl 10, 1976. Who coached the Steelers? John Madden, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll.
Chuck Noll.
Yes. Super Bowl. First Super Bowl, 1967. What was the Packers' yards gained passing? 195, 162, 228. Going into history here.
The lowest number, whatever the lowest number was.
162 would be the lowest number, and it was 228. Yeah. Actually got
yeah, I'm doing good.
Super Bowl 3. Super Bowl 3, 1969. What was the Colts' share per player? 7,500, 18 grand, or 9 grand?
7.5. What the hell?
7.5 is correct.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 38, 2004. Who was the pregame entertainment? Janet Jackson, the show Welcome to Houston, or Beyonce Knowles?
The second one.
Yes, Welcome to Houston show. That is correct. And that was your last question.
That was terrible. God.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. That was crap.
Now we know when he played last time what the fluke was, the first time or the second time. All right, John Aikman, you're up.
John, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Super Bowl 42, 2008. Who was MVP? Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes, or Eli Manning?
Eli Manning.
Eli is correct. Super Bowl 19, 1985. Where was it held? New Orleans, Palo Alto, or Pasadena?
Pasadena.
Pasadena. It was Palo Alto. Super Bowl 15, 1981. Who coached the Raiders? Tom Flores, Bill Walsh, Dick Vermeil?
Walsh.
Bill Walsh. It was Tom Flores. Super Bowl 35, 2001. Who coached the Ravens? Bill Belichick, Jim Faso, Brian Billick?
Billick.
Ryan is correct. Super Bowl 17, 1971. Who coached the Cowboys? Tom Landry, George Allen, Don McCaffrey?
Tom Landry.
Tom Landry is correct. Super Bowl 20, 1986. What was the Patriots' yards gained rushing? 90, 52, or 7?
52.
52. It was 7. They did not do very well in that game. Super Bowl 13, 1979. Who was MVP? Jim Plunkett, Terry Bradshaw, Fred Biletnikoff? Biletnikoff.
Biletnikoff.
Say that again?
Biletnikoff.
Yeah, right. And no, it was Terry Bradshaw. I couldn't say that to save my life. Super Bowl 49, 2015. Who was the Patriots' starting quarterback? Eli Manning, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, it's what the computer spewed out. Super Bowl 45, 2011. Who won? Super Bowl 45, 2011. Who won, and what was the score? Packers 31, Steelers 25. Giants 21, Patriots 17. Saints 31, Colts 17.
Third one.
Saints, Colts, right?
Yes.
And it was correct. You did it. Yeah. So at the end of it, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
5-3.
Yeah, but I was like, what the hell kind of question? All right.
That was pretty clear. If it were close or similar, we'd do it again, but that was pretty clear. John, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
John.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott.
Scott, don't be a sore loser. Tell him congratulations.
No, I did. I congratulate. I am filing protest. These questions were crap.
Well, you know how this game is. Sometimes you get the bowl, sometimes the bowl gets you.
The bowl got me hard, kind of like Trump on Clinton.
Kind of like what?
I'm actually, I should,
like Trump on
clarify that. Yeah, I should clarify that for everybody listening because I'm asked that. So the questions are just randomly generated on the app on the phone. So I have nothing to do with it. And sometimes it's amazing. It is really amazing though how you get into these lines and you get like 4 or 5 questions that are just ridiculous one way or the other.
Oh yeah.
How do you think I feel? I never get to play anymore because Matt never shows up.
I thought he said, did he tweet that he's not showing up so as not to embarrass you or something? Although I mean,
tore his hamstring or something. I don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's affecting his performance in this, right?
Is his hamstring or his ACL?
Seriously, he did? Oh, yikes!
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
But he tore a vocal cord. It won't be ready for like 3 to 4 months.
Right. That's a different one. That's a different pair. Yeah.
But I mean, it would be no fun playing with Scott anyways because he only answered like 3 questions, right?
That was a struggle. I did not. Not good.
Well, John did all right. He got 5. That's respectable at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So John, was this maybe the highlight of your life, winning this? I mean, you live in Louisville, Kentucky. I think 50-50 chance that it is.
On a Monday
the time
night
that the horse stepped on you at Churchill Downs.
He's speechless. He can't even talk.
I know. Are you crying, John?
Oh, yeah, I'm over here soaking up these tears.
John's overcome with emotion, Aris.
Yes.
So the way it will work, John, hopefully Coach Mike has your email, which he will share with us so that we set you up with your $25 Amazon gift card.
All right, so John, send me your email.
Yep.
If you do not, then we'll have to. Then the card will go to Scott. No, actually, I think we made the rule. We made the rule last week. I think, Scott, that anybody that answered less than 4 questions right actually had to pay for the person to beat them's gift card.
You're so full of shit. Whatever.
Watch your language. You can't be a potty mouth here. It's not like it's 7th grade.
Listen, y'all. Some of them I could take some of them up against you. We got some feisty kids.
Whoa. Not playing Super Bowl trivia, you couldn't, because obviously you're their teacher, so they would probably do worse than 3.
I would have probably lost to half of them the way I played tonight. Anyway.
Harris, have I ever gotten less than 5?
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Well,
when?
How many questions you get where they're all salary questions? Jesus.
Well, I can do salary questions easy. All you got to do is be smart enough to figure out the year, and that's what they get.
What the shoe sizes of these players
I hate to tell you this, but the salary question is one of the few you got right.
I know. That's the sad part.
So what are you complaining about?
The salary questions, I think the ones that trip everybody up are like, what are the shows? Sometimes the guards, the rushing guards and the passing guards. If it's not it's obviously big games, but not everybody.
I figured the Packers would have had a lower passing yards because of they ran the ball more back then. But I guess not.
Yeah, but Super Bowl I, Max McGee made all those big catches and everything.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
The halftime show is pretty good questions too.
Yeah, the halftime show are pretty good questions.
Yeah.
The pregame. A lot of people get tripped up. I mean, that's one of Matt's things. They get tripped up with the halftime show versus the pregame show, and who sang the anthem, that type of thing.
Yeah, and really, before Super Bowl 20, you're in pretty good shape if you just guess up with people.
That's true.
How many times played like 5 or 6 halftime shows, I think, in the first 16 Super Bowls. Actually, I think the final Super Bowl that they played the halftime show was Super Bowl 16.
Right.
Which was the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl. Something we'll never see again in our lifetime, Scott.
I would agree with that. It was not a good year.
Hey, John's team's got a better chance of making the Super Bowl, and John said he doesn't have a team.
No.
Didn't the Cubs win the World Series? So never say never. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think Bengals are a bigger lost cause than the Cubs.
It may be. Yeah.
But it's worth hoping. I know.
Yeah, but if they wait for like 100 years to win it all, me and Scott will long be dead.
It's been rough to be a Bengals fan in this city.
I think it's the outfit. I think it's the leopard print. I think there's something wrong with that.
I don't know.
I think they get confused. The quarterback gets confused. What's he or who's he throwing?
See, Aris can talk crap, Scott, because he's a Denver Broncos fan and they won the Super Bowl.
Oh, he can say whatever he wants. He's right. There's so many things wrong
for now, for the next few more months, because chances of us doing it again are what they are. So yeah, I can say a few things for a couple more months. But
you're talking to Bengals fans. You can say stuff for the rest of your life. You're still going to be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 up on us.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Hey, but Scott, luckily the Bengals have decided to keep Mike Nugent. So.
You know what? That's loyalty really works with this team. Look what it's done for the Bengals. Way to be loyal. Nice job.
Well, I mean, he just missed 2 extra points, and he's made only like 75% of his field goals this year. That's every reason to keep him. And, they may think that since they've lost A.J. Green and Gio Bernard, that they're really not going to need a kicker except to kick off at the start of games.
That's exactly right. See, you reward futility. That's what you do.
Well, no, it's just the fact that they're not going to get close enough to score again and use a kicker. So he's really not.
Yeah. It's going to be a rough rest of the year. It really is.
But,
Go Broncos.
Our grand prize winner tonight at a $25 Amazon gift card was not Scott Wilson because he humiliated himself. It was John Aikman. John, do you have any kind words for everybody?
Appreciate you letting me come on the show, and thank you again.
No problem. Scott, would you like to be as gracious as the winner? Mike, I appreciate you for letting me on the show, and I'd like to be on again, just like John said. Thank you. This was fun getting my ass kicked. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Well, last week we had a pretty bad final. I think it was like 2-2 or something, and then it went to overtime. And I figured, Scott claims to know everything about football because I watch your Facebook post, and you're breaking down what the Bengals should do. So I figure he knows more than an NFL coach. So he's going to come on here and do. He's going to come on here and do really good. He won't embarrass himself, I know, at least.
I don't know what my coaching salary is. How the hell am I going to know what their coaching salaries are?
I didn't say anything about coaching salary. I said what you knew.
Well, you know.
But one thing we learned from last week is that the first round was whatever it was, but then they just started to get better.
Yeah, it was nothing like that.
They warmed up and they got better, and that's if
that's what I needed. I needed 2 more rounds. I need more rounds. That's my problem. If I could just skip the first round, I'm good.
Well, the last time you went 7 for 7 in the first round, and then you got smoked in the final.
We had that was a shit turd. I mean, that was bad.
Watch the potty language.
Sorry.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, it was a good round anyway.
All right, guys.
If you want to
play the game, you can email us at thegrillingtruth@gmail.com or whatever. Well, I don't even know. I get my .coms and stuff mixed up. But my grillingtruth@gmail.com, I guess. And you can go on Twitter, send us a message at grillingtruth. You can go on our Facebook page, which, not coincidentally, is also called The Grueling Truth. You can send us a message on there if you want to play the show. If you're nervous about playing the show after listening to Scott, you shouldn't be because you can't do worse than Scott did. So make sure you come on. It gives a chance to be like John. Maybe you'll take on somebody that knows nothing, and you'll win a $25 gift card. But, Aris, do you have any closing remarks?
My closing remarks are as follows. Number 1, thank you to Scott and John for taking part. Congratulations, John, on your win. Looking forward to another super exciting round next week to see how this all plays out.
So next week, if you want to play, send us a message. We'll get you on the play, and you won't have to play me, which means you have a chance to win. John actually challenged me on the phone before we even did this. Because when John gets on, I said, "You're from Louisville." He said, "Yeah, do I get to play you?"
Yeah, I did ask you that, but I didn't sound like that. So, yeah.
In my head, you did.
Well, I feel sorry for you, but yeah, I want to challenge you whenever. So just let me know.
Okay. Then we can make this like pay-per-view.
That might not go well. No.
And this is an honor challenge. Oh, the stakes just got intense here.
I don't know. We got 2 minutes. Just ask me the question and see if I get more than 5.
Nah, I think we've got to prepare for that one.
Yeah,
We've got to have a jingle. We've got to have like Octagon style stuff going on here.
Let's
have entrance music.
Let's do 3 questions each real fast.
Hey, we can't do a shortened version. We got to do a elongated, professional show.
We can do a series of sudden deaths.
Yeah, I got to show it like 20 minutes again for the 4th time tonight. So.
When did you ever back down from a challenge, though?
I didn't back down from a challenge. I just offered to answer questions for 2 minutes and see if I did better than you or not. And Aris said no.
Okay. Aris,
all right.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. It's like at the at the weigh-in when somebody says, "I'm going to beat you right here, right now." No. We're going to do this proper, fair and square with music, preparations, dancing. The works.
So we'll have to have Scott back.
Hey, I'm all about that. It'll be fun.
Matt's going to do the dancing.
I will bring the heat.
All right, let's do this then. What is next Monday night? It's next Monday night. The Bengals aren't on Monday Night Football. I got nothing to do. If you want to call in, John, we can do this.
Sounds great.
We can have the special match. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be watching Monday Night Football either, so yeah, I'll definitely call in.
Yeah, because really, I usually forget it's even Monday night, so.
Yeah.
And when the Bengals are on Monday Night Football, I'd probably better be doing a show anyways than watching that crap. But all right, so next Monday night, it's me against John Aikman. May the best man win. Scott, who you betting on?
You. I bet my entire teaching salary on you. No offense, John.
Oh my God, both dollars?
Yes. Yeah. Good luck, John.
Wow. The purse.
Well, I can tell you this, John. You have to be the favorite. You open up in Vegas as at least a 3-1 favorite because you saw tonight when you ask Scott a question and he answers it, he's usually wrong.
Yes. I'm just kidding. Mike's an idiot. He doesn't know a thing about football. You're going to destroy him. Don't even prepare for it.
And if you're going to prepare, do not go to Scott's house because he will be no help.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. So next Tuesday night, John, or Monday night, John, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay.
If you don't show up, all the kids in school are going to know you're afraid too. But Aris, did I let you say your final words yet? I think I went off on a rant.
But you don't need to. You did, and it's all good. Looking forward to the honor match next week.
Uh-huh.
All right, guys. So make sure you check out the Gridiron Mo at Gridiron Mo on Twitter. Correct, Aris?
Correct.
And www.gridironmo.com on the internet. Best app there is. You can play during a football game. You can play with your wife. You can play with your kids. I mean, Scott probably loses to his wife and kids, but everybody can play, and it's competitive.
Yep. Just
keep
it going.
Like fantasy football, you don't have to know anything, which means Scott does have a chance.
Yep, that's just keep going. Mm-hmm.
I can't help it, Scott. It's easy. You only get 3 right. All right, guys. Make sure you check us out on iHeart, TuneIn, iTunes, Google Music, Spreaker, Stitcher. Anywhere you find podcasts, you'll find The Grueling Truth. I want to thank our winner, John Aikman, again for being on the show tonight. Our loser, Scott Wilson, for being on the show tonight. And, of course, Aris, make sure you check out Gridiron Mo. So for Scott Wilson, John Aikman, Aris Persidis, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been listening to The Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.